Hey guys, so this is going to be part 2 of the frequently asked questions for my hair. If you want to see part 1, I'll link it down below. And yeah, let's get right to it because it's probably going to be another long one. So next question is, do gels make your hair hard? And yes, they do for me personally. Mainly the only gels that I really use are the Eco Styler and the Kinky Curling Custard. If I use a lot of it, it will make my hair hard. Do I have a problem with that? No, because I don't mind crunchiness on like the first day because that allows me to get a longer, I guess, wear out of my hair and get, you know, second, third, fourth, fifth, 6th day hair if I have more hold on that very first day, because it's not going to be as big as frizzy going throughout, you know, the week. So the next question is, how do you get rid of crunchiness or deal with crunchiness, you know, gels making your hair hard? The easiest way to do that is to, one, you could just take your hands and scrunch through your hair and it will alleviate the crunchiness. Now with that, you're probably going to get frizz because you're touching your hair. Now to alleviate crunchiness and then cut down on frizz, I would suggest just taking whatever your favorite oil is, a moisturizer, rubbing that on your hands first and then scrunching back through your hair, and that'll alleviate crunchiness. Trust me, it's not difficult to get rid of at all. The next question I have is, how do I deal with my hair in humidity and the hotter months? The easiest thing to say is that I just use really heavy products. I don't use a lot of light conditioners or styling creams because I'm gonna get a lot more frizz. I have a lot of hair and so it's gonna get huge faster. So I use, even if I use a lighter conditioner, I'll put a heavier styler on top of it just to weigh my hair down. And that's how I deal with humidity. I don't wear my hair straight too often during the hotter months just because it's going to try to revert back to being curly as quickly as possible, and I just spent all that time straightening it, so I don't want to have to worry about it getting curly again, you know, and you want to go like swimming or anything like that. So that's how I deal with the humidity, and it does get pretty darn humid down here in North Carolina. So the next question is, what do you do for second, third, fourth day hair, etc.? Now, I have a nighttime routine on how I maintain my curls. In that video, I showed this satin bonnet, which I purchased from Target. You can get it from Sally's, also Walmart. No, I got it from Walmart. But you can also get it from Sally's and maybe Kmart. I don't think I've ever seen it in Target. Anyways, it's a satin bonnet and it has a band around the edge of it, which is going to keep it snug around your face. I do not have any problems with this sliding off of my head. I know I get a lot of questions about that, but I don't have any issues with it. It may slide back, you know, an inch, but I don't have any problems waking up and it being completely off of my head, and I have a ton of hair. So I do a ponytail right here, also known as the pineapple method, and I slide this over it. That's how I sleep, and when I wake up the next day, I take this off, slide the ponytail off, I shake it loose, and if I need to re-wet any areas that are matted or, you know, extra frizzy, I'll do that and throw a little styler on it, and that's pretty much what I do. It takes like 5 minutes in the morning. Recently, however, I haven't been using this one too much because my hair is getting a lot longer. So the other option, if you're worried about your curls getting super smushed, is that I use the Sue Maestra hooded band, which I purchased this from Ricky's New York, which is a beauty supply store in New York City. I purchased it online several years ago. They come in, you know, a bunch of colors because I know this isn't the most flattering thing, but the banded part here goes around your face once again. You stick this on your hair and your hair can stick out through the top here. So if you had in a ponytail, your curls will be free through the top. You don't even have to use like a ponytail holder if you want to use this one also, since it's open on the end. Now, I've been tying the end of it in a little knot just because I don't want the ends of my curls to get super fuzzy if they're just like out and loose. So that's another option, but this is a lot longer and it stretches, you know, like crazy. So it's gonna cover a lot of hair, and I don't have any issues with this staying on my head too. If you know, were worried about it, I'm sure you can just tie a scarf around and it would work perfectly fine. Okay, so the next couple of questions I have are gonna all be related to my straight hair, and I figured I would just include those in this video instead of making a separate video because there weren't very many. So the first question is, how often do I straighten my hair? And typically at least once every, I don't know, the most maybe like once a month, but I try to stretch it out maybe like once every 2 months. I think the longest I've ever gone may have been 3 months. I haven't gone any longer than that, but at the most once a month. The next question is, what temperature do you use? What flat iron do you use? I use this beat up Conair Infinity flat iron, which is really disgusting and cracked, you know, all to pieces. I probably had it like, you know, 4 or 5 years. It works perfectly fine for me, so I'm not going to fix what is not broken. I used the highest setting on this, I think is like 395 degrees, almost 400. I use that. I don't have any problems with it at all. How long does it take me to flat iron my hair? That depends. If I choose to blow dry it straight beforehand, it may take about 40 minutes. If I don't blow dry it straight before I flat iron it and I straighten it from just being like dry and curly, then it takes a little bit longer, maybe like, you know, an hour, 5 or 10 minutes, depending on like that. Now, when it is straight, how do I maintain it being straight and keep it from reverting back to curly? And that's, I wrap my hair at night, which is, you know, pretty common among, I think, like black women or anybody who has like a kinkier, you know, hair type. We're going to wrap it. It keeps the hair laying flat against your head, all going in the same direction. It's going to keep it smoother and tie it down so that you don't get frizziness from like, you know, friction rubbing your head against the pillow. So I wrap my hair, and then what I tie on my hair when I wrap it is just this scarf, which is not even like silk or anything special. I use bobby pins to wrap my hair because I have a lot, and I don't have any problems with indentations from the bobby pins at all. Yeah. So I just tie this around the front, you know, like that, and go to bed. That's how I've been doing it for like years. And the only thing I'll put in my hair when I straighten it is a little bit of oil. This is Trader Joe's jojoba oil. So I use a little bit of this right before I run over with the flat iron. That's it. I don't add any more product, and I can get like 2 weeks out of my hair being, you know, straight if I wrap it every night. If I don't wrap it every night, I at least put it in a bun on top of my head and still put a scarf or a satin bonnet on top of it just to cut down on like any frizziness that I may get. Okay, so that's going to be all the questions for this video. I'm going to do one more video and include tips or tricks for, you know, growing your hair longer or having healthy hair, you know, frizz free, whatever, shiny, whatever you guys think that I have going on here, okay? Or whatever works for me. But this video is clearly long enough. So hope I answered everybody's questions, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.